Good Thursday evening, everyone. And as you can see, wait, I got to go backwards. Behind me, we are tracking showers and storms. And I really thought that the models were going to hold true with this, with moisture streaming in from Florida. So, going to say quick hi to some people who are already on. Susie Johnson, is that Greek? It's Greek to me. Kimberly Guest, how are you? She wants to know about Brunswick, which right now is dry, but there's some showers to the west and to the north of you. Good evening from the east side. Got nothing on the screen. Yes, it is, good Donald. And Cheryl, I'm saying Cheryl Edwards, rain. Let's see. Anita says, hey, is it going to start? Yes, it's starting right now. Yes, and hi, Joel Hockland and Cynthia Lamons Barber and Bonnie. How are you? Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about these storms that are really, I'm going to start closest to Savannah, okay? So I'm going to zoom in here and show you this shower and storm cluster that's really been plaguing Ludowici, the Gum Branch area, all the way to Hinesville and Walltowerville. So the lightning has diminished quite significantly, and it's taken its sweet time to actually get out of that area. So Ludowici, you know, it's been raining for about 45 minutes as well. It's about a half an hour, maybe 45 minutes in Hinesville as well. So let's track this as it's moving very slowly. Let me just put it that way. And let me just make sure that I have my tracker on here. It's got that at 15 miles an hour. Just to give you a greater heads up, it's probably moving about 10. This looks like it's going to move parallel to 144. So let me just make sure I have Richmond Hill clipped in here. So Anita, I see you're watching in Pooler. Here you go. Richmond Hill, the shower complex, this kind of storm cell, it's a rather large storm cell, will be moving toward you at 10 o'clock for Richmond Hill. The Grove Point area on the south side and Pooler about 10:39. Riceboro, you're going to get clipped pretty soon, as well as Midway. Let's go. Let's take this off and head to the west. This little shower cluster, a man just called from Daisy. And he was like, I can hear it. And it has kind of split. So I'm not saying that Daisy, it's completely going to just like go around you. However, you're not going to get the brunt of it. This little cell, this little guy, well, he's not really little. Actually, let's see how tall this cloud top is. So this is actually growing. But last 5 minutes that I looked at this, cloud tops are about 20,000 feet. They've grown to 30,000 feet. So it is getting a little bigger as it's just sitting over there and stewing. And this may be a little hail core. So heads up, if you live in Pembroke, that is definitely a storm that you need to be keeping your eye on, and hopefully you can probably hear it. So let me go back up here and take the loop off. See how it's just kind of like, it was okay, and then it really started to fill in. So let's go ahead and make sure that we get a good timestamp on this. I want to take it just like that. That's 9:20. How about another 30 minutes before it makes it to Pembroke? I know it seems so close, but it is building and not moving very fast, okay? Claxton, this is for you. This one's for you, just north of Glenville and the Jenny area and the Daniels area along 169. Now, let's go talk about, oh, this guy right here. Hello. So Scriven is getting those showers, hearing those boomers, and this is going to be moving from Baxley, Surrency. Let's just take that to Glenville. So Glenville, you're going to get kind of a double whammy here. Baxley 906, well, it's pretty much there. Eason Bluff, the Wayfani area, and Glenville around 10:26, okay? Remember, when you're asking questions, please say where you are, because I don't know, I can be very specific because we have a lot of time here. So Kenya wants to know, will there be any rain tonight? Tell me where you are and I can try to help you. Been lightning up my house and the sky past hour or so over in Gum Branch was sort of storming and thunder, now drizzling, lightning not still going, but not as frequent. Right, Suzanne. So we'll talk about that storm. So I just tracked this to Richmond Hill, and it is, now I do have 2 radar sites on, okay, so it may look a little more intense than what's actually happening out there. Because I have to track south of the Altamaha and things coming into the Savannah region. So yeah, getting a little bit break in Gum Branch, Ludowici, Walltowerville, Hinesville, getting the most of that, and then this is going to slowly track towards Richmond Hill. And so let me just put a tracker on this and make sure that I include you. So about 10 o'clock, maybe even 9:50 for Richmond Hill, and then the south side maybe 10:20. Pouring in Odom, Lake Grace and Wayne County, yes ma'am. And let me go back to Odom. And that's going to last for a while. So if Odom is right there, can you see it? If you say it's raining in Lake Grace, which I'm going to assume is somewhere south of the actual city, it's just really starting for Eugenia, okay? Power outages in Ludowici. Okay, you must have had maybe a transformer struck by lightning. And, oh, so, okay, I thought sorry, Paula. I thought Clint was taking it in boxes. My apologies. Sorry, guys, I thought Clint was taking, I'm sorry, I thought Clint was taking me in boxes. I apologize. We did that the other night, so I thought that was this. I thought, my apologies. In Reedsville now, yes, Tattnall County, Hinesville about an hour now. Tim, you're gonna get a break in the thunder and lightning, but not so much the rain. Okay, so Precious Anderson wants to know about Chatham County. It will take a while if it actually does make it to Chatham. So, I mean, if I take this through Richmond Hill, Pooler, 204 and 95, Savannah maybe 1052. So, and that's been really struggling to get out of the Fort Stewart area. So that's so Precious Anderson. Lost dish about 30, but not power in Gum Branch. Sorry, Valerie. Is it going to storm in the morning for Statesboro? No, Carla. Hinesville lightning scaring me. Should be quieting down for you, Latanya. What about Baxley? Okay, so let's go to the Baxley area. Oh, yeah, so this line is definitely on its way to you. The rain will start in about, yeah, like 10 minutes, and then that constant stream behind it will continue. You see, and that lightning in Alma, yeah, that's on its way to you, Baxley. Okay, not much, Brandy. If anything, rain, and that may take another hour or and a half to get here. I'm in Chatham County, Ken just says. So I just answered Chatham County, maybe like 10:30. Hinesville, you're still getting some lightning, Annie, but you are getting a break from what you were having. Let me just take it back an hour. I mean, right there, that was probably what kind of took power out. And you just see it kind of, fizzle out. It's not fizzled out just yet, but it is weakening. Her Jessup got slammed. I'll go back 2 hours. It was the same storm in Hinesville that came through Jessup. And I mean, they got rain and lightning, but I wouldn't say slammed, Valerie, unless someone has some storm reports that they'd like to share. And the lightning really picked up east of the city, honestly. So came in right around 7 o'clock, lit it up, and then it was moving pretty good, Valerie. Having a storm, yes ma'am. And it really just started there in Odom. Hi from Guyton. How about Metter and Statesboro? So this storm here will make its way slowly, and it really has split. This has split. So last couple of checks of the radar screen. Let me just put a cone on that because I was taking it with a squall line. Let's take Metter into account. Oh, that took Pulaski into account. Hang on. And let me go ahead. Oh, you know, I don't think Metter is going to get the brunt of this storm if it makes it up to I-16. I think this is going to be a Brooklet-Statesboro storm, not so much Metter. Will Vidalia see anything tonight? Caitlin Macker wants to see and wants to know. And there is a good possibility that this storm out of Alma and Baxley will track all the way to Vidalia, but that won't be until about 11:30. Yep, coming in hot in Claxton. Thanks, Jamie. How about Guyton? I don't want to say Effingham County is safe, but it's not going to be anything strong if it does make it. So let's track this Pembroke storm, and let's go this way with it. So if it does make it to Guyton, it'll be close to 10:45, and I think the lightning will be slim to none. Okay? So that's Kathy's answer. Statesboro, this Claxton storm will probably make it to you maybe 10:40, 10:42. Lyons, all right. Let's talk about that. Over here. No, I think Lyons and Vidalia pretty much in the same boat. And I think you guys may be safe. Maybe some rain showers. Do you see how this guy kind of jumped out? It either jumped out ahead of Baxley. So if this big line of storms to the south makes it to you 11:27, it picked up Vidalia, so I'm going to include Lyons in that Vidalia timestamp about 11:25. What about McIntosh County? Looking good. Everything's pretty much to the west of you. However, and somebody made a comment about Jessup. So this Odom storm, we're going to get more rain in the Jessup area. Let's take this way, okay? So Jessup right around 9:30, more showers and storms, okay? Light activity. This is really kind of jumping around on me, guys. So sea breeze move through, collapsing storms give way to new fresh storms that are out in front. So McIntosh County possible, but the line is well to the west. But look at this guy in the Thalman area along 25. I mean, that could lend itself to maybe make its way into McIntosh County. Okay, Brunswick, I'm going to say if this guy goes rogue, I'm going to say Brunswick, you're okay. How about Pembroke? So yes, if you're not in the city, or if you're right in the city along 280, 119, 67, this is heading in your direction, okay? It's just not picking up Pembroke, but let's just say in the next 20 minutes, this is going to meander toward the city. Hi, what about South Side? It's going to be light in nature as far as rain on the South Side, Lisa. I am in Beaufort. All right, I've got an easy answer for you. It'll be pretty much quiet. Everything looks like it's going to stay well to the west of Beaufort. Yes, power outage is in Little Whiskey, tree down on lines or something you said. So the winds, I can guess that is lightning, okay? Or weak roots for trees. So our ground is completely saturated. Hey, I had a huge limb down on my regular dog route. I haven't had any wind or rain in my neighborhood in about, I don't know, 4 days. So anything lately seems to be taking down some trees. Guyton, all right, you're looking good for Guyton. So if this Pembroke storm makes it to Guyton, it would be about 10:45. Claxton, this line is for you right here. And that's probably going to last maybe for a good 45 minutes. It's slowly moving along 23 between Reidsville and Glenville. Waresboro Waycross, okie dokie. So you're getting a slight break as the brunt of the storms continue to move out of your area. And then it's really quiet south of Fargo, so it may continuously rain for the next hour and a half. Drizzle, downpour, drizzle, downpour. I would say maybe until midnight for Waycross. No problem, Carla. Okay, answered Guyton like 3 times. Midway. So this storm right here that I was taken into Richmond Hill is really slowing down. But yes, Midway, rain, maybe a couple of rumbles of thunder and some lightning. This is a bit out of the ordinary these days with rain just about every day. It is out of the ordinary. We've got a front well to the west and some moisture really being picked up from the Gulf of Mexico. That's why we stayed dry most of the day. High pressures just to the north of us, so that kept us dry. But it wasn't enough to stop this moisture stream out of the Gulf of Mexico. How about Richmond Hill, I-95? Alexa, yes. So I've been tracking this storm out of Hinesville to Richmond Hill, and it's just slowing down. I mean, I put it at 15 miles an hour, but I mean, it's slowing down so much. So maybe some rain. No real winds, maybe some lightning in the distance, but Midway, this little guy just along 119 in Riceboro, that's your next stop. Is Rincon going to get anything? Maybe some rain, but that's about it. That's about it. Okay. Hello, Jamie. I sent you some pics of bad clouds and lightning. Thanks, Renee. Getting hit in Reidsville, yes. You're hearing it in Reidsville. Do you live actually in the city or do you live along 23? Because that's where the brunt of the storm is, and it's actually going to pass just to the south and to the east of you and hit Claxton. Richmond Hill, Guyton, just some rain in Guyton, maybe around 11 o'clock. Well, no. Let's see. I'm going to take this storm out of Pembroke, and one more time. So 10:40-ish, rain, maybe some winds, and the wind will pick up, and you're thinking, okay, what's happening? It's probably the storm that's just going to die as it crosses U.S. Highway 80, but it's going to be a while before it makes it there. Hey, Jamie from Jessup. Hi, Debbie. Debbie Lorenz. Okay, let's take a look. Jessup's about to get hit again. First round was earlier tonight, right around 7 o'clock, and this is going to slowly kind of ooze over 341 into the city. Odom's getting hit hardest. Let's count the lightning strikes within the last 15 minutes, and about 31 in the last 15 minutes. And the stuff southwest, is that near Odom? Is that heading towards Hinesville? Yes, there's a possibility, but it is a slow mover too, okay? So let's just make a really funky line here. I'll take it all the way to Hinesville. So you're going to get a break in the action. If it does make it to Hinesville, it'll be close to around 11 o'clock, okay? Sylvania, I think you're good. Holy moly! Let's just pause here for a moment. Take it in. Sylvania will not get any rain. There, I said it. I said it. Sylvania will not get any rain. It's usually Sylvania and Brunswick. And then a lot of people chime in, oh no, it's Jessup. Sylvania, you will not get any rain. Oh yeah. Anything severe, it's not warned, okay? And I know we talk about that, but let's just go ahead and dissect these storms. So 30,000 feet. I don't see any hail cores in this, but 30,000 feet, you know, that's nothing to really just kind of shake your finger at. So let's go back. And so we dissected that storm. Cloud top's at 30,000 feet, so not that bad. Let me go ahead and look at rotation, okay? So I'm going to put a different view on here. And for you guys in Wayne County, I'm going to put the Jacksonville velocity. Oh, wow. So when I say wow, let me put KVAX on here. Is that going to give me anything? So in Odom, okay, so this is something that I'm going to look at, the yin and the yang, the red and the green, which means to and from. So let's take the darker red right here. All right, so you're getting some decent winds out there. The winds are picking up. You've got lightning. You've got maybe about 25 mile-per-hour wind gusts. Okay, that can be scary, especially when it's at night and it's like, oh, well, what's happening out there? And you can't really see it. So that's about 25 mile-per-hour wind gusts, but no tight rotation, okay? And let's just go over here to Jessup and see what kind of winds you guys are getting out there. Right here, let me get a good query on here. Okay, another 22 mile-per-hour wind gust in the city. So yeah, that's something you hear outside. You're getting the rain, you're hearing the thunder, you're seeing the lightning. But on a scale of 1 to 10, honestly, I would put this, it's just me, maybe at a 5, because it's at night. Okay, cool. Oh, there's a lot of questions. How about Hortense? First Hortense question of the night. Oh, it's somewhere down here. You're killing me. Hoboken, Schlatterville. I forgot where Hortense is. If it's anywhere down here, the worst is past, okay? Racing in Nashville, really bad in Scriven County. No, Scriven the city in Wayne County. Okay. All kinds of lightning, rain, and wind in Odom. Yes. So just looking at the velocity here, 25 mile-per-hour wind gusts, lightning, 37 lightning strikes within the last 15 minutes. I can't get that off of there. Okay. Lightning in Wayne County, coming down in Hortense right now. What about Neville's? We're going to get, yes. I don't think anything in Oak Park. Brooklet is getting lots of lightning, thunder, and wind. Okay. Let me zoom out here. Come on. And, all right, so that's actually an indication that, so Brooklet, Amber Thompson, the storm is, well, one cell is 16 miles away, and the Claxton storm is about 20 miles away. So you're probably seeing that. And if you are getting winds from this storm, that's telling me that the storm is actually kind of losing a little bit of its steam and kind of letting out some air. So that's the wind that you're getting in Brooklet, okay? And that's 20,000 feet as well. All right. What's the reason for the storms this evening? A front moving up? No. It is, let's go satellite and radar here. He wants to know the reason for the storms this evening. So we do have a front. It's well to the west. All right, it's actually a cold front, so let me redraw that. Right, cold front, well west of Atlanta. We have high pressure that kept us dry. I'm just going to draw an H right here, okay? This is very, bad. That's high pressure that kept us dry. Then the circulation around that high pressure that kept us dry, it's moving away. So now we have moisture streaming in from the Gulf. and it really just intensified as it's coming in from the south. Plus, sometimes these fronts can send out energy ahead and the sea breeze. So lots of different varying factors in this system, in this convective activity in these thunderstorms tonight. Okay? So right now, Hinesville, you're going to get a break, but there's more on the way. I just wanted to let you know because I didn't want you to think that it's over in Hinesville. Light shower activity now, but this is moving, and it's not moving very fast. But I wanted to give you the best heads up that I can give you, which is, I'm going to put it at 10 miles an hour. I wanted to put it at 15, but that's going to give people in Jessup and Odom hope that it's going to move faster. So Hinesville, light rain right now, but another round possible by 11:35. Downpours, gusty winds, lightning, okay? Pooler, if it makes it to Pooler, it'll be maybe some wind and rain. I don't think the lightning is going to make it there because this storm right here tells me that it's not moving into a good environment. You know, I tracked this Hinesville all the way to Richmond Hill, and there's just some sort of barrier right there along I-95. Not to say that none of it's going to make it past I-95, it's just going to be a while. And it's going to be a while for this complex along 341, Baxley, Odom, Jessup, Scriven, Alma. See, Reedsville, I mean, if you live in the city, you're not getting it. That is going to go straight to Claxton, okay? My fur babies be happy. Oh, I'm so sorry, Brian. I know how you feel. My Swanee would be shivering on the couch with me, and you try to pet her, and then she starts panting. And I don't know if it's age or what. She's 9. But forget about it. She's inconsolable, and I just have to, you know, be with her. But she gets as close as possible, but doesn't want to be touched. Yeah, it's really bad between Jessup and Scriven. So let me just put the wind velocity on again. Let me do KVAX. Jacksonville's not doing very well. Okay? So let me get some good readings down here in Odom. Yeah, these are constant 20, maybe 30 mile per hour winds that you're getting. The lightning, there we go, 25. And the lightning isn't helping either, all right? I don't see anything tight. I don't see any tight rotation out here, okay? So that's one thing that you guys can kind of breathe a sigh of relief a little, and it's not, and let me just make sure because I've been going for a while. Any warnings? Watches warnings, watches warnings, watches warnings. Weird. Hang on. Alerts. No, and it's not warned. But that doesn't really mean anything anymore, right? I'm kidding. I understand it's pretty scary along 341 right now. All right. How bad weather near Baxley? Bad? Well, I would say just as bad as Odom to Scriven. I don't even have lightning on here. And it's not going anywhere. It's not moving. I mean, since we've been on, and I've been on for 25 minutes. Since we've been on, it's barely past 341. So if I had to do this, okay, so it's moved about 5 miles. It's moving at 5 miles an hour and a half an hour. So about 10 miles an hour is pretty accurate, but that just doesn't feel very fast, especially when you have more to the south. So this is going to be another hour and a half at least for areas that continue to see the rain. All right. Steve, Savannah is debatable. If this does make it to Savannah, it'll be midnight and it'll be rain. Okay. So I'm going to go to my Facebook page and see some of the pictures. Will anything hit Cobbtown Metter? Don't think it's going to hit Metter, but let me go back up here it is really on this Claxton storm is really on a beeline to the Statesboro area. Okay? So that's where we are with that. I will see you guys late. I know you're hearing it in Neville's, and it's on its way. Okay? Yep. See where it is in comparison? And it's only about 6 miles away, and you're hearing this Pembroke storm as well. So this might combine right here and give you some really good downpours in Statesboro. But I honestly think that it won't, and this one will continue to track toward Effingham County. Okay, so this was the Guyton storm that I was talking about, if it makes it. But that's going to be a while. It's going to be about 10:30 if it makes it. Okay, all right. It's always cold in the WTOC studios. It's just cold in here. I think it's because they want to keep all the equipment from burning out. Is it about AM hour out of Sylvan? I missed here the other night. Is it about AM hour? I don't understand that question. I'm sorry, Leah. If you want to ask me another question on my Facebook page, go ahead. But otherwise, I need to get ready for the newscast in Augusta. Hang tight, Odom. I feel you. You've got 25 to 35 mile per hour wind gusts. The last lightning count that we have right here is about, within that area of 341, 41 lightning strikes in the last 15 minutes, and it's moving very slowly, and there's more rain behind it, okay? So this storm may last for another hour and a half, all right? There's more rain behind it. So I will be on my other Facebook page, but I got to go to my other computer and make sure that I get the Augusta forecast ready, okay? Is it an hour out of Sylvania? It's not going to make it to Sylvania. Hinesville, you're going to get a break in the rain. Let me just track this one more time for Hinesville, folks, because I want to make sure that you guys know that it's not over for you yet. So you're going to get a break in the rain, and then the storm will slowly move out of Odom toward Hinesville. Okay? I will see you guys on D News at 11, and it'll probably be raining and thundering in Wayne County on D News at 11. All right? Hang tight. I think you'll be okay. And we'll make some phone calls about the power company and see when they expect to maybe get the power returned, and maybe I can get a cause for you. Okay? I'll see you in 11. Good night.